Morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, December 20th, 2013. Tomorrow is the first day of winter, and here in New Jersey on Sunday, the temperatures are expected to reach 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Amazing. If you're listening on the radio and wish to watch this, go to www.catex.com. In London last night, an event occurred that was actually a bit unbelievable. A failure of the roof or the ceiling at the Apollo Theater caused 75 people to be injured. It was a packed theater. It was 45 minutes into the performance of a play called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. The 100-year-old Edwardian Theater is part of the NYMAX Theater Group. It saw the ceiling collapse. Huge chunks of cinder block and plasterboard came down on the patrons, who of course saw the performance stopped. They were immediately evacuated. The police are saying that about 7 of the injuries are serious. The theater, of course, has been closed. Authorities are carrying out a structural assessment right now. Meanwhile, Scotland Yard is saying that about 23 people are seriously injured in a bus crash this morning on Kensington Road in South London. It was a regular London transport bus, bus number 59. There has been no fatalities. The bus apparently swerved to avoid an oncoming emergency vehicle and then ran right into a tree. It was a double-decker bus. There are pictures of it on the internet, as you can look at it at any time. It was quite a whack. The front of the bus is severely damaged and dented in. In Nashville, Tennessee, firefighters are making progress against a big industrial fire at a federal Superfund site. Now, Superfund is a program that the federal government instituted back in the early 80s to clean up toxic chemical sites throughout the country. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency said that contractors are trying to put down the blaze that began at midnight last night in rural Hickman County. They're using bulldozers and backhoes to push dirt into the fire. The fire is about 95% contained right now. It's at the Industrial Plastics Recycle Company, about 45 miles southwest of Nashville. About 2 1,000-gallon propane tanks were stored on the property. Firefighters learned this information yesterday in the midst of combating the blaze, and as soon as they heard this, they immediately abated their efforts and backed off until they deemed that those tanks would not be in the path of the fire. Those would have gone off like small nuclear bombs. The fire is hopefully going to be contained today. Standard & Poor's has cut its AAA rating of the European Union by 1 notch this morning, saying it had concerns about how the bloc's budget was financed. So they've gone now down from AAA to AA. Interestingly, the European Union has no taxing authority, so it really can't necessarily sustain the value of the euro, while the United States, of course, has taxing authority, but their rating is now at the same level as the European Union's. The Philippine government has launched a $8.2 billion plan to rebuild the lives of millions of people made homeless by the super typhoon Haiyan. And they're also going to strengthen the country's defenses against future storms. The 40-day mourning period ended yesterday. 8,000 Filipinos are estimated to have been killed or are still unaccounted for by the natural disaster. The Philippine government is interested in trying to somehow combat the estimated $13 billion worth of damage and destruction caused as a result of the storm. And in North Korea right now, a bellicose statement was issued by the North Korean radio saying that they are about to unleash a merciless wall of fire on South Korea, another invasion. Meanwhile, as we speak, former NBA star Dennis Rodman is in Pyongyang holding basketball tryouts for a team of North Korean stars that he's going to have play against a group of retired NBA stars sometime next year. Mr. Rodman is apparently oblivious of the abuses going on in North Korea, and when questioned about them, he said, "It's not my problem. I'm not involved in politics. I'm just here to spread the good word of basketball." Maybe Kim Jong-un will keep Dennis Rodman. I don't think anybody would mind. That's the news for today. Have a good weekend. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you Monday.